Islanders, we are back out on the water. Look at that cracking sunset. I've probably got the best part of an hour of sunlight left, but I looked out the window and I saw this conditions. And last time I came out on this little inflatable 3.65 meter boat, I wanted to do a top speed test and never had the chance. So we're going to do that today. I've just realised I've forgotten my drone. I've left it in the van, but it's fine. Not too worried about that. It's just a quick video today. Look at these conditions. You may notice on the back here, I've got some Seamax wheels. Essentially, as I mentioned in the last video, I was getting a bit fed up of the trailer. So I wanted to get some wheels for like now really. I'll just walk this out the pier that you normally see me flying the drone out as I bring the boat out. I literally, low tide, it is very low tide right now, walked it out. Oh, I just can't get over that sunset. Beautiful. Here in Laxey Bay, we are well known for sunrises, but often you don't get to see the sun like that. Today, humpback whales were spotted on the island, this side of the island. There's been loads of Risso dolphin activity. I absolutely love this boat. We'll head down there. I've got my wetsuit on, so all being well, I might have a little dip. I'll probably tie up to one of them mooring anchors, yacht moorings over there or over there, depending on how much sunlight we've got left. These wheels I've got on, they're all the way from Canada. I got recommended them by a guy called Jason. Cheers, mate. And to be honest, they were expensive. I'll put a link in the description, but they seem absolutely amazing quality. All right, so no drone, no problem. We've got the 360 camera. If I put it high enough, it looks like a drone anyway. Okay, let's have a little rip around the bay. I'm not gonna lie, pulling this boat out on the sand wasn't easy, but for the wild camping, etc., this is how we're gonna go. Just let's take a moment. All right. Right, you ready to go full send? We'll just warm the engine up and then we'll go for a maximum speed test. Gonna load up the boat speed app. Let's go for it. Okay, we've got 5 knots. .6 knots is not ideal. The air deck did 17 knots, was it? I think maybe I need to knock the engine back to maybe pin 2, something like that. Right, the sun has now set, so we're going to cane it over to Garwick Bay and I'll get on for a dip. Let's go. You may recall, I came to this beach for coffee when it was snowing. I wouldn't have dared get in the water then, it was freezing. This is absolutely perfect conditions. Let's go over, we're going to go over to one of these yacht moorings, tie up. Alright, so if you ever come to the Isle of Man, these are everywhere, they're marked up. There's 2 here actually down Garwick, one over there behind me, one here, and essentially, let's knock this off. Just need to grab it, probably, just need to grab that line, tie her off, and that's what we'll do. Right, so this is it. Obviously it's a pretty heavy duty bit of equipment, All I'm going to do is tie it off to my line. This is the exact spot actually that I filmed the dolphins when I was in the water, so pretty sweet actually. Right, what we'll do is, all right, we're now tethered. Wearing shorts tonight. I've actually not seen many jellyfish, so Portuguese man of war have actually been in this area before. They're really poisonous jellyfish. They're only tiny. They were about to be wearing full wetsuit, but let's go full frogman, shall we? Gutted I forgot the drone. We'll have a recce of the area. Here. I only really turned the camera on if there's something around. I've been freediving around here for about 20 minutes and I haven't seen a single fish actually. Doesn't the boat look good though? Not bad considering it can fit in the back of your van or your car. Right, let's get back in. Now that is not easy climbing back in the boat. Visibility was pretty poor here actually. I remember actually this part of the beach, Garwick, is known for being a bit messy. You can see there's a bit of a slick running down there. If memory serves me right, not my wisest move, I think there's a sewage outlet not too far from here. I think it's treated. It's not dangerous, but it's not nice to swim in. So, that little buoy worked a treat actually, and I've often thought, you know, one of those 24-hour challenges would be right up my street, sort of staying on a tiny boat like this. You know, you're allowed to free dive, fish off it, do other things, but see how that goes. Not really survival, is it, you know, but these things are capable of taking massive yachts. So what I'll do is, as you can see, the sky has turned beautiful. We'll go for a little rip on this and then I'll bring it in. I'm hoping the tide's coming in and in more and more, so that means less of me having to drag this in. Those wheels did work a treat, to be fair. I don't know if I've mentioned already, but I mentioned in my last video my seats were sliding around a bit, so I've got these things here. I can't remember what they're called. I put it on the screen. I just clipped them, screwed them in. They work really well. The seats aren't moving at all now, especially when you've got your fish finder on it. Right, absolute glass conditions. Let's bring it back. The old round turn 2.5 hitch. Those in the know will know. I think a 15 or a 20 would be better. So if you're see you later, mate, cheers. If you're out in the market and you're looking at this boat, a 9.8 like mine will get you by. It's just not ideal. So for those that don't know, the reason I come out quite late, quite often, is because I'm just a family man really. I've got 2 young daughters. So when they're in bed and it's summer, and the missus is really good, she's great, she's quite happy for me to go out and do adventures, so that's why we're out here. I love the manoeuvrability of these things. Definitely underpowered with this engine. Definitely. We'll do another speed test, just in case the engine wasn't fully warmed up, but alright, we're doing 5 knots, 10 knots, 12 knots, 13 knots, 14 knots, a bit better, 14.4, 14.3. I'd say that's it, that's all we're going to get out of this bad boy. Point we're at right now in the pier, this is roughly where I walked it out to. In fact, I walked it out to about here earlier on, so the tide comes in pretty quick here. Been out for a few hours, to be fair. But the mission is, there we go, come on lad, get a takeoff in, there we go, beautiful. Now, being new to SIBs, I don't quite know when the optimal point is to drop the wheels, but I think I'll do it now. We'll get a bit of drag. There she goes, they're in. I'm so pleased I don't have to walk it back all the way here. Yes! It's after 10 PM and it's still daylight. I don't know why, this blows my mind every year. It's not like it doesn't happen every year. It's not even June yet. And we'll be walking her in, stroke rowing her. Right, yeah. Time to knock the engine off. Well guys, there she is. I'm going to wheel her back in now. Charlie boy's over there. It's had his first outing of the year. We're going to be doing some shark chumming. Can't wait for that. Right, let's see how efficient this thing is at getting wheeled in. She's all back. I'm just going to give her a bit of a rinse off now. What an absolute epic time. The sun has finally gone behind. I figure now we've probably got about 20 minutes of daylight left, maybe half an hour maximum, but like I said, it's well after 10 PM. It's currently TT week on the island, so motorbikes are everywhere. First appraisal of the Seamax wheels. None of this is sponsored. They're actually really good. I quite like them. When I took it out here earlier on, I had a mix of stones, sand, seaweed, and they performed pretty well. I think there are cheaper alternatives out there, but like I say, they're my ones. The boat itself, most fun I've had in ages. Not too impressed with the performance though of the 9.8 horsepower engine on this aluminium frame SIB. I just think it's underpowered, and to be fair to Boatworld, they recommended a 15. We'll see how we go. I can't see myself buying a 15 anytime soon, but I know a guy who's got one who might lend it to me to do a bit of a speed test. 14.4 knots ain't bad. That wasn't here like. Yours, look, get them lights on, let me see them beasts. Fire up the lights. Holy shit.
See me coming, don't
Holy fuck. I've got arc eye. Oh well mate, enjoy, you'll get some taupe out there tonight. 100 horse, that's what I need. Just been telling me that there's turtles have been seen in this water before. Insane. Right, I'm gonna go rinse her off.